I thought that that title sequence had that great pacing and really impressive graphics, um, and professional delivery that really felt like, oh, we're going into a Black Mirror episode. And I think the technology aspect they did really brilliantly and felt very familiar. I love the storytelling format in jumping around on the timeline to keep that anticipation up and the questioning of what exactly is happening. Um, and have us questioning on what's reality and what's illusion, which is such a prominent theme about social media and these influencers. I thought the prolificness of persona spiraling out of control was a really interesting adventure to dive down. Really great performance as well, and I thought she really rode the roller coaster of the highs and lows of public attention and opinion.
It kind of has that important factor of showing the power of social media and kind of the lack of perception and just not knowing really knowing the full picture. Obviously, it seems like she posted it on purpose, but kind of also the use of going live and like taking videos and stuff, but not having all the angles, not having all the information to really know what's going on. Like as we saw when, all the followers would be like, what's going on? What the hell's happening? So I thought that was really, really cool. Um, I liked kind of painting her characterization as a not the best person. Like as soon as she didn't tip when she got back to her house, I knew that I was not going to be in her favor regardless of what happened to her. I thought the cinematography was great, and I think that the storyline, kind of going between the past and the present, worked pretty well. So I thought that was really cool, and kind of just like seeing what led up to the present. I thought that was great. Um, and again, I think the overall picture, the overall idea of not having the whole picture, I think worked really well.
Has a wonderful balance of the horror and thriller aspects to it. The thriller kind of predominates, especially towards the end, but there is so much to be assessed here, especially on its thematic comments regarding social media and influencer lifestyle and cancel culture. These are all really timely themes that our central protagonist is dealing with. And I like her moral ambiguity because it shows that these situations are not black and white. They are not as simple as they might seem on the surface. And the dangers that can come from such exposure to the spotlight are made quite evident throughout the second half of this as well.
It kept me on the edge of my seat. I think this type of movie, like the success is like, is it feels like it's successful because it gets you to feel something. Is what I'm trying to say. Like you really when like you really feel it as far as keeping me guessing, as far as on the edge of my seat, not knowing where the story's going to turn next, where we're going to go, like what's keeping it unpredictable, keep me on off kilter. I think this movie succeeds in that, like putting me in the feeling of the character, like always like looking around, you know what I mean? I think that's where this movie really shines, is like the idea of like you never really know how it's gonna play out. So and then all the twists and turns, like and then the cinematography and the acting, it all works together in a way that's like it really is immersive is the word I'm trying to find.
Very scary and plausible scenario of current social media obsession and disregard for individuals' privacy and the right to have a life out of their screens and their social media channels. The convoluted dynamics behind being a public and their fan base relationship, how to stick around with a public figure as well in a romantic relationship, and how this misunderstanding came to place from a prank or a joke, uh, stupidly thought, by the way, and that causes someone's freedom. It's just brilliant, so on point, and amazing performances too.
The writing is so timely given the current power of social media and networking. What starts off as exciting, getting followers, ends up to be dangerous with hate messages and break ins. The lead performer does an excellent job showing this transition from pleased to panicked. The throbbing synth music throughout really worked for me to keep up the tension. Perfect muted lighting, too.